Hi dears, today I'm come with another video which is relevant to the agriculture and plays a very crucial role and a significant role in agricultural aspects which are relevant to also agronomy. Today the topic of discussion is plant breeding and molecular genetics. You know that the plant breeder, first of all, I'm also describe the definition of this and also elaborate individually what is plant breeding, what is molecular genetics, and also in last, I'm trying to combine these fields. Starting, plant breeding and molecular genetics are crucial fields in agricultural science that help and improve crop productivity, quality, and resistance to disease and environmental stresses. Because of that reason, we now saying that it's the plant breeding and molecular genetics. First of all, also I'm choose the one topic plant breeding and elaborate this, and after this molecular genetics and combine in last. What is plant breeding? Plant breeding is the science of improving plant traits to develop superior crop varieties with higher yielding, better quality, disease resistance, and environmental adaptability, which have these are the types and fundamentals of uh, plant breeding. Methods of the plant breeding is first is conventional breeding. In conventional breeding, the sub methods and subtypes of conventional um, breeding is the selection desirable traits and the selection of the desirable trait. Number two is a hybridization. Genetically, we choose the two genetically modified and genetically to modify different plants to produce offsprings with improved traits which have the capability to resist in any unwanted situations. Number three is mutation breeding. Number four is polyploidy inductions. And number two method is modern breeding, like as biotechnology based. We produce the GMOs, that genetically modified organisms which have the potential to resist against in any unwanted situations, natural disasters, and like as the heavy rainfall, drought conditions, heavy insect pests attack, which are thoroughly present in our fields, in our crops, and GMOs have the potential to resist and to carry and to survive themselves on these. And second is mass marker associated selection. And after this, I'm sharing the importance of plant breeding. The importance of plant breeding is first is increasing the crop yield, the ambition, and the ways to improve our crop uh, productivity to take these actions. Like as first is improve increases crop yield with this breeding method. Number two is improves resistance against any harmful effects which are come from the form of drought, stresses like as different stresses, and salinity also. Salinity also the part of stress, and also enhances nutritional value, promote the nutritional value, new breedings, and develops the climate um, resilient crops. You know that these crops which have the capability and capability to overcome the infection and withstand in any unwanted conditions. These are the uh, resilient crops. And after this, I'm trying to elaborate the molecular genetics. In molecular genetics, we study about the genes and their functions and how they are inherited at the molecular level using DNA and RNA analysis techniques. We know this. And what's the key functions and key concepts relevant to this is first is making the DNA structure and functions, understanding the gene, and after this we learn about the what's the structure of this, what's this their function, and we also learn from the DNA what's their inherit and the gene expression and regulation, and what's the instead how genes are turned on or off in different conditions. And number three is the genetic mutations. Number four is genome editing and engineering. These are the techniques and importance or significance of the molecular genetics, and what's the applications and what's their role in agriculture is first is for is I'm also discussed in previously is in previous topic, like as plant breeding, what is GMOs, genetically modifications. You know that it's also plays a role in agriculture. And number two is disease diagnosis, to diagnose and the disease, what's their pathogens and pathogenic effects, and what's their life cycle also, to learn these from the inherent capacity inherent of the DNA of the insect. After the genetic diversity studies and biofortification enhancing, in biofortification we will know that enhancing nutritional quality of crops through genetic modification. This is the biofortification. Briefly, combine these fields. First is biologically plant breeding and molecular genetics. We combine this. Molecular genetics has revolutionized plant breeding by allowing precise selection of genes responsible for desirable traits, like as marker associated selections, MAS, like as gene editing, and transgenic technology have made breeding is efficient, reducing the time needed, improved crop varieties, and these are the types and plays a vital role in agriculture. Thanks for your watching. In next we learn different